I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am, audible. Please start.
Sir, shall I start the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Respected Chairman, Ganga Group of Institutions, Dr. Rajni Jain sir, Principal, Ganga College of Technology, Dr. Ajay Kumar Lala sir, the distinguished guests, respected faculty members, and enthusiastic participants joining us from across the country, very warm good evening to all. I, Dr. Mimi Pandey, co-coordinator of this FDP, warmly welcome you to the inaugural session of our 6 days online faculty development program on IoT and AI in healthcare, building the future of smart cities. This program is organized under the prestigious Atal Academy, sponsored by AICTE and hosted by Ganga College of Technology, Jabalpur. We express our heartfelt gratitude to AICTE and Atal Academy for giving us the opportunity to conduct this FDP and for their continuous support in fostering quality technical education across the country. Over the next 6 days, we will explore how cutting edge technologies like Internet of Things and artificial intelligence are revolutionizing healthcare and urban infrastructure. Through this FDP, Atal Academy aims to empower faculty, researchers with the knowledge, skill, and tools to contribute to this growing domain. Let us begin this program with a moment of positive energy and inspiration and take the divine blessings of Goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of knowledge, wisdom, and learning. May her grace guide our thoughts, illuminate our minds, and inspire us throughout this program. Now, to formally welcome our dignitaries and participants, I invite Dr. Ajay Kumar Lala, respected Principal, Ganga College of Technology, Jabalpur, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Mimi ma'am. Good evening, all. Respected Chairman, Ganga Group Institution, Dr. Ranjit Jain sir, respected resource persons, distinguished guests, faculty participants, and my dear coordinators. I warmly welcome you all to this 6 days online faculty development program on IoT and AI in healthcare, building the future of smart cities, organized under the AICT Atal Academy initiative. It's a matter of great satisfaction to see such strong participation from various parts of the country. Our college, Ganga College of Technology, established in 2006, is a premier engineering institution located in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. It is affiliated to with Rajiv Gandhi Pradyogiki Vishwavidyalaya, Bhopal, and approved by the All India Council of Technical Education, New Delhi. The college operates under the umbrella of esteemed Gyan Group of Institution, which is known for its unwavering commitment to quality technical and professional education. Our college, as many of you know, is committed to nurturing innovation, research, and excellence in technical education. Over the years, GCT has built a reputation for providing a vibrant learning environment, strong industry connect, and opportunities that encourage both students and faculty to grow beyond traditional boundaries. The college boasts a dynamic campus environment, highly qualified faculty members, state-of-art laboratories, and extensive industry collaborations. It has signed strategic MOUs with leading global organizations such as AWS, Cisco, Alteryx, Celonis, Fortinet, Google Android, and many more, providing students with hands-on experience and training in cutting-edge technologies. As the principal of this institution, it is my continuous effort to encourage initiatives that enhance our academic ecosystem, and this FDP is an important step in that direction. The theme of this program, IoT and AI in healthcare, is extremely relevant in today's time. These technologies are redefining how cities functions, how healthcare services are delivered, and how we can improve quality of life for citizens. Learning and exploring these emerging areas is essential for us as an educator and researchers. Over the next 6 days, we will be interacting with eminent experts, gaining new insights, and exploring the future possibilities of smart and technology-enabled healthcare system. I am confident that this FDP will broaden Your perspective inspire new ideas and encourage impactful research. I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to AICT Atal Academy for their support, to our distinguished speakers for accepting our invitation, to the management members for their continuous encouragement, and to the Department of CSE for their dedicated efforts in organizing this program. Once again, I welcome all participants and I wish you a productive, enriching, and inspiring learning experience. Thank you all.
Thank you so much for your warm and insightful welcome. Next, I would like to welcome the coordinator of this FDP, Dr. Javed Akhtar Khan, to brief us about the objective of the program and walk us through the 6 days schedule, which includes expert sessions and interactive discussions. Over to you, Javed sir.
Thank you so much, madam. Respected all the management members, respected principal sir, all heads, all the faculty member of Gyan Ganga College of Technology, Jabalpur, resource person, and at the last but not the least, all the participants members. I, Dr. Javed Akhtar Khan, coordinator of this 6 days online Atal FDP program entitled Internet of Things and Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare, Building the Future of Smart City. I warm welcome to you all. The major objective of this online FDP is integration of Internet of Things, technology and artificial intelligence. The combination of these to transform the healthcare system with the smart city. The aim of this FDP program is to explore innovation solution that enhance real-time healthcare monitoring system, improve the medical decision-making sense, resource optimization, patient data security is major concerns right now, and the sustainable urban healthcare ecosystem that is also badly required for this. This will be the outcome we are accepting from the FDP. And I am very happy to share the statistical count of this FDP. Total 300 plus participants are successfully registered from the Pan India, from the various states. And total 13 sessions we have. These sessions will be delivered by the estimates and the very knowledgeable expert from the NITs, IITs, industries as well as the abroads. These sessions include the impact of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things in smart industries, medicals, image processing, computer vision in the healthcare system, data security, forensic using in the Internet of Things, followed by the AI tool. How we will use the AI tool to improving the healthcare to make our India Viksit Bharat. Thank you so much, AICT, Atal, to providing this wonderful opportunity and providing the platform to us to sharing the knowledge with the estimate speakers this through this online FDP. I also extend my sincere thanks to Gyan Ganga management, our beloved principal sir, Dr. Ajay Lala, and co-coordinator Dr. Vimmi Pandey ma'am for their continuous support. Thank you so much. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, sir, for sharing with us the details of the FDP. Now, it's my honor to invite visionary leader and an inspiring guiding force, our respected chairman, Ganga Group of Institutions, Dr. Rajni Jain, sir, to address the participants of this FDP. Sir, your words of wisdom, encouragement, and blessings always add immense value to every initiative we undertake. We kindly request you to share your thoughts and motivate all our participants as we embark on this 6 days journey of learning and innovation. Sir, kindly join the virtual stage with us.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Audible.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. सबसे पहले मैं ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि उनने एक बहुत अच्छी पहल करी और साथ साथ मैं अटल इनोवेशन को और एआईसीटी को भी धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि उनने हमको ये अपॉर्चुनिटी दी कि मैं अपने टीचर्स को इस तरीके से ट्रेन कर सके कि जो बच्चों को आगे जो नई टेक्नोलॉजी है IoT की और AI के बेस के साथ हेल्थ केयर के ऊपर काम कर सके। मैं सभी ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उनने ये अच्छा पहल की है और इससे बच्चों को और जो समाज को कोई नई टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में मालूम पड़ेगा, और अगर हमारे टीचर सीखेंगे तो हमारे बच्चे भी उसको आगे इस टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ इनोवेशन में जा सकते हैं। मैं एक बार फिर से सबको शुभकामनाएं देता हूं कि ये 6 दिन की FDP बहुत सक्सेसफुल रहे, और आप सबको मेरा थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words. Uh, with this, we conclude to the inaugural session of our FDP. It's my privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing team. First and foremost, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Atal Academy and the ICT for their unwavering support and for providing us this valuable platform to explore emerging technologies in healthcare and smart city development. My sincere gratitude to Dr. Rajni Jain sir, Chairman Gyan Ganga Group of Institutions, for his inspiring address and continued encouragement in fostering innovation and academic excellence. I would like to thank Shri Pankaj Goyal sir, Executive Director Training and Placement, for his time-to-time support. Engineer Apurva Singhai sir, Executive Director, Gyan Ganga Group of Institution, for his motivational work, tasks and cooperation. Engineer Vishesh Jain sir, our young and energetic Executive Director, for his valuable guidance. I would like to thank Dr. Ajay Kumar Lala, Principal GGCT, for his motivation and encouragement. Thank you to our FDP coordinator, Dr. Javed Akhtar Khan, for your dedicated efforts, meticulous planning, and constant support. A special thanks to our enthusiastic participants from across the country. Your presence and engagement are what make the inaugural program truly meaningful. Thanks, one and all. Thank you all. With this, there is an end of inaugural session. We will start the next technical session shortly. Thank you.
I think you are muted. Will you please unmute yourself, Professor Javed?
Yes, sir. Your voice is very much audible, sir. A bit
Yes,
of
yes.
a bit of slow only.
No problem. Shall I start or you will?
6:30, sir. 6:30 we will start, sir.
No problem. Okay, I will wait.
Thank you so much, sir.
Dear participants, at 6:30 we will start the first technical session. Hello, Javed sir. Shall I start the session?
Yes, madam, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Respected speaker of this session, Dr. Venkana Yu, sir, and all the participants, good evening all in the first technical session. It's my privilege to introduce our distinguished resource person for today's session, Dr. Venkana Yu, sir, an accomplished academician, researcher, and leader in the field of computer science and engineering. Dr. Venkana, sir, earned his PhD from the National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, NITT in 2015, and since 2005, he has been deeply committed to teaching, research, and academic development. He is currently serving as an associate professor at NIT Warangal, one of the premier engineering institutions in India. Before joining NIT Warangal, he contributed significantly as associate professor at IIIT Kurnool and as assistant professor at IIIT Raipur, where he has served for over 7 years. Alongside his academic roles, he has held several key administrative responsibilities, including Associate Dean, Student Welfare at IIIT DM Kurnool, and Professor in charge of CSC Department and Student Activity Center at IIIT Raipur. With more than 16 years of teaching experience and research experience, Dr. Venkana sir expertise span across cutting-edge domains such as Internet of Things, industrial IoT, software-defined networks, network security, and security and privacy in AI in autonomous vehicle system. He has an impressive research portfolio with over 95 publications, including articles in IEEE Transactions and other top-tier journals. His impactful With more than 16 years of teaching research experience, Dr. Venkana expertise span across cutting-edge technologies domains such as Internet of Things, industrial IoT, software-defined networks, security and privacy in AI, and autonomous vehicle system. He had an impressive research portfolio with over 95 publications, including articles in IEEE Transactions and other top-tier journals. His impactful work has earned recognition through prestigious Best Paper Award, nobly at IEEE ANTS 2019 and IEEE ISCC 2022 conference. He was also elevated IEEE senior member in 2021. Dr. Venkana has successfully supervised 3 PhD scholars and is currently guiding 4 doctoral research scholars in the area of IoT and SDN security. His contribution to sponsored research is equally notable. He completed the Tribe Connect project funded by the Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India, and currently serve as co-principal investigator on major research projects related to autonomous vehicle security and 5G network management under esteemed national funding agencies. With 5 granted Indian patents and several more published, Dr. Venkana continues to push the boundaries of innovation and scientific contributions. We are honored to have him with us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Venkana Yu, sir. Sir, we look forward to your insightful session on topic AI and IoT for the remote health monitoring and its application in rural areas and valuable guidance. Thank you, sir. Sir, kindly join the session, sir.
Hello. Hello.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Now is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Is my slides are moving?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, madam, for my introduction. I also thank the coordinator, Professor Javed sir and Professor Vimmi madam, and as management of the Gyan Ganga College of Engineering. As I am going to talk, as they given me the first session, this IoT course have delivered many FDPs, and as well as I used to teach this IoT course to our students. Okay, now as it is a first session, I am going to briefly talk about introduction related to the IoT. This is just my outline of the presentation. first introduction and background related to the IoT I'm going to talk, because a few of them are the faculty colleagues and as well as some of them are research scholars, so that it will be really helpful them to develop the various IoT prototype, etc. Now, as we know that today title of our FDPs by integrating IoT plus another important technology called AI. Nowadays, these both are calling as AIoT, artificially intelligent of things. This is an emerging word. Now, what exactly AIoT stands, that I'm going to talk for a couple of minutes. Then using this AIoT, we proposed some of the solutions, okay, and published in a various reputed avenues. That AIoT, how it is used in a healthcare sector, I am going to explain you. Then obviously, if any presentation researchers are expect, okay, what could be the future research direction in this particular area, AIoT in healthcare, that I am going to talk at the end of my session. Okay, now this is a brief outline of my session. Right, as we know, the people are more crazy about IoT world, but how to develop the IoT world is a big IoT prototype or etc. is a big issue. How to kickstart that? Okay, whenever people are thinking that to develop any IoT solution, generally this any IoT solution can be developed for any applications. Many wide variety of applications are there. Okay, one of the application as part of our uh, seminar, that is a called healthcare application. Then another important, which as part of our FDP, that is a called smart city applications. These are the widely used in IoT. Even not only this, even industry using IoT, and even very important thing, day-to-day activity we are using many smart things. Yes or no? Nowadays we are calling as a smart TV. No, in future we may call smart fridge. Okay, like this, many things are going to come in future. Now, wherever the smartness is coming, no doubt there is a role of IoT as it is an emerging technology, right? But whenever I am trying to apply this IoT technology in everywhere, but the question, how can I design a small prototype at my level for an and around with me? For example, I want to develop a IoT application for the smart agriculture. Or suppose there is a small room with me, how can I make smart that room by using IoT technology, right? Yes, it is possible. And why it is possible? Because of the various reason. Okay, one among the reason is the whatever the components required for this IoT prototype is the components is available everywhere, then the cost of each and every component is very minimal. Because of that, it is widely applicable in all sectors of IoT applications. Okay, now when I want to develop a small IoT device, how to design? That is the first thing. See, you please remember, whenever you want to design, you need to look that three important. First, you have to develop these are the five basic components. One is IoT device. The second one is a gateway. Now, third one important is a cloud. Now, fourth one is some kind of AI algorithms I am going to apply. Out of AI algorithms, the outcome is we are going to generate some sort of insights out of it. Okay, that insights you are going to view either mobile app, okay, either mobile app or through the web interface. Okay, these are five important components which we are going to discuss and explain you. And first thing you remember, whenever you publish a paper or any patent you want to file, which is uh, which is developed by you innovatively thought, just look that these five important components are there or not. Or okay, this end-to-end solution is present in your prototype development or in your research or not. Please look that. If you're able to present, then fine. Now, first thing I'm going to talk about IoT device. First and foremost, whenever you design, whenever you want to develop the IoT prototype, first we should look the IoT device. Okay, can anyone tell me how do we develop IoT device? Anyone have any answer for this? Any participant? What do you mean by IoT device? Any answer from anyone? Okay. Now, for every IoT device in general consists of three important parts. The first important is you need to look sensors, which is very important. Which type of sensor you want? Then your question, sir, how do I select the sensor? That depend upon the application you are picked up. Suppose you picked up the application healthcare, you picked up the healthcare smart city, or you picked up the in industrial. Based on that, you are going to choose it. For example, I want to design a small IoT device where I want to monitor the BP or pulse of a person. Then you need to select you need to select the appropriate sensor for that. Okay, generally what sensor do? It convert the physical parameter, whatever the physical parameter it is observed from the body, convert that physical parameter into electrical signal, convert the physical parameter into electrical signal so that I can capture that electrical signal in the form of data. That is a major job of sensor. Sensor alone cannot be a IoT device. Okay, fine. You choose an pulse sensor. It give the pulse of human body. Then as a sensor basic principle converted into electrical signal. Now electrical signal, the data in the form of electrical volt. But how do I encode that particular signal into the data and capture it? That's why the another important thing called collecting module. Okay, collecting module. This collecting module can be any microcontroller. This collecting module can be any microcontroller. Examples of the microcontroller which is widely available in the market. One is for the Arduino boards, which generally you are listening, Arduino board. The second important is called Raspberry Pi, which you are seeing. Now, third important microcontroller, which is popularly available, there is a called Node MCU. These are the three important microcontrollers available. Now, job of this microcontroller to collect the data and how frequently I need to collect the data is also important. Suppose you take pulse every millisecond or every second you get the pulse value, but your pulse might not vary over the 10 seconds. Maybe after 20 seconds your pulse may change, or after 5 seconds pulse is going to change. Now I am going to write a program. Suppose if you take microcontroller as Arduino program I am going to write. Suppose you have taken Raspberry Pi, I am going to write a Python program, collect pulse of the patient every 30 seconds. Remaining 10, don't collect it. Right, such program I am going to write and deploy over this collection module or any microcontroller. Okay, now as you deployed the program, this microcontroller is going to collect every 10 seconds. Fine. But after collecting the data, what I have to do? Because our this emerging technology name itself IoT. Now thing is connected to the thing is connected. What thing is connected? Here the patient. Patient is a thing. Now I want to count his pulse using a pulse sensor. Now I am able to sense his pulse. Now I have collected. But next important is how do I push this particular data? That's why third important part of IoT device is called communication module. Okay, communication module. This is very important because your name is called IoT, Internet of Things. Now I collected the pulse, but I need to send over the internet. Then only I'm able to access it. That's why the communication module is going to play important role to to communicate the data to the outside the world. Now with these three important components, you are going to develop a IoT device. Your doubt, sir, can you give me some example of communication modules? Many are available. Suppose if I take Arduino, you don't have any communication module, but explicitly you need to add some sort of communication module like BLE, Bluetooth Low Energy, or you need to add additional module called Node MCU so that it will give you a Wi-Fi. Even many other kind of communication modules. Example, you have a LoRa. Okay, many are there. Nowadays is very popular communication module called NB-IoT, like many other communication modules are there. Okay, based on your microcontroller, you are going to attach them. Okay, now you designed IoT device. It is sensing and collecting and ready to communicate the outside the world. Okay, fine. This is the first component of IoT prototype development. Now I am coming to the second component is very important. That is a called gateway. Now, sometimes this gateway is required in your IoT prototype development. Sometimes it is not required. Okay, why? When it is required, when it is not required, I am going to tell you. Now, suppose you developed an IoT prototype to monitor the weather condition. Or let us take example of same patients. Now, you have in a hall, suppose 20 bedded hall is there. Now, most of the patients are lying on the each and every bed. Okay, each and every bed. Now, whatever the IoT device you have prepared, now you place the IoT device to that particular patient. Similarly, here also you place the patient, same thing. Like the 20 patients are there. 20 patients pulse information is going to sense. But this information need to send to the internet. Sometimes it is not possible every device to push the data to the internet. Now we are going to add an important component as intermediately, that is a called gateway. Now job of the gateway is collect all the 20 patients data, push it to the internet. Push it to the internet. Now your question, why do you need gateway? Very good. Now this, whatever the data you are sensing from the patient, it is in a wireless in nature. Wireless in nature. But our backbone of the network completely in wired in nature. But there is a requirement. One side your data is communicating in a wireless form, other side data is communicating in a wired form. Some sort of protocol conversion required that is going to be taken care by the gateway. Okay, that is a very important. Second, every device might not possible to directly connect to the internet, so that uses wireless communication. Gateway provide the wireless facility so that using that you can collect the data and do that. Okay, then I said, okay, sometimes gateway is not required, but you have only one device, okay, where the device is just push the data, no more than one device. Then those devices directly connected to internet by using Wi-Fi communication module and push it to the cloud. This is second important. Okay, now the third important data. Now, I said I am sensing the pulse of the patient. I am collecting continuously data, but these data need to be stored somewhere. Okay, where I have to store? The third important component to store the data is cloud. Suppose if you're not store, some people have a doubt. Can I have my own private repository to store the data? Obviously, but most of the IoT solutions prefer the cloud base. Okay, the reason is there are two important reasons. The first important, when I try to store the data into cloud, okay, the size of the data is unlimited because sensors are going to sense and push the data in unlimited. Every 10 seconds, you are going to get 10 kilobyte of data. Like that, imagine in a 1 hour, in a day, in a 1 week, in a year, in 10 years, imagine. You are going to get large volume of the data. Large volume of the data to store, the sometimes private repositories might not sufficient to do that. That's why we are prefer cloud than your private repository. The second important reason why are we preferring a cloud? Now, when I store the data into a cloud, obviously cloud is part of internet. Now, as it is a part of internet, I can access from anywhere, anywhere, anytime access. These are two important reasons. Okay, fine. As I mentioned, whenever I am trying to store the data, size is going to be, that is data size is going to be but what I will do with this data? I have a 10 TB data, I have 100 TB data is growing, but I need to analyze the data. That's why the fourth important component which is related analysis. Based on your data, you can apply any one of the AI algorithm. Either you can use machine learning approach or you can use a deep learning approach. Any approach you can use it. Okay, then apply it. After applying 10 dB of data, you may get insight in one sentence so that that sentence can be useful. For example, I am monitoring the patient pulse since 10 days. So that whenever the doctor want to view what is his, okay, may I know at what time is patient pulse is increased, or may I know at what time patient pulse is dropped down. If I ask this question to my AI algorithm, question means asking means by typing query, etc. Your AI algorithm analyze it at what time so and so patient's temperature pulse value is increased. Then automatically that algorithm will give me output. Okay, that output you are going to feed it to fifth important component is called user interface, the either mobile app or web interface, so that I got a single line insight saying that my patient temperature pulse value increased these 10 times in these occasions, so that I have the complete solution. Otherwise, what will happen if this IoT technology is not there? On this 20 bed, 20 attendees need to be present and monitor continuously. In this case, it is not required. That's why because what is advantage with the IoT, it improves the automation. Okay. By improving the automation, people say that the jobs are going to down. I am saying no, it is a subjective answer. Why? Because if I want to develop this type of technology everywhere, many potential technical people are required. First thing. Second thing, whenever you have a automation, very important aspect is your quality of life is going to be improved. For any human being, generation to generation, every engineer or every researcher or every industry person, look, how do we improve the quality of life? Okay. Now to do this, the very important technology is emerging. That is called IoT. That's why most of the places nowadays they are offering BTech undergraduation in IoT, and many people are doing research in IoT. Okay, this is a brief overview how IoT is going to be useful, and how IoT, if you want to design IoT prototype, how can you design? These are the 5 important components. I can pause for 1 minute. If anyone have a doubt, they can ask. I'm stopping here for 1 minute. Sir, is my voice is audible or I am?
Yes, sir.
Is
Yes, sir.
anyone
You
have
are
any
audible.
query
Yes,
so
sir.
that I
You are
can
audible,
answer?
sir. You are audible, sir.
Okay, anyone have a query? Is participants are muted or they can unmute themselves?
Sir, right now we have muted the participants. After the session, sir.
Okay, no problem. No,
Okay,
thank you.
thank
No,
you, sir.
okay, then I'll not pause. Okay, fine. Thank you. Now, as you mentioned, IoT, as I mentioned in my previous slide. Now, earlier when they introduced IoT word 10 years ago, it is just uses this technology to sense the data. That's all. But later, people are analyzed after a couple of years. Okay, by using sensing the data, what I have to do? As I mentioned in my previous slide, you need to analyze. That is a call AIoT. Now, your sensing device means which I am calling IoT device is just not only for collecting the data, can analyze smartly and take some sort of decisions using some sort of AI algorithm. That's why they come up with AIoT. Like if I want to give a simple example, long back we uses the word only CCTV. The job of CCTV, it has a camera sensor. Whatever I just now said, 3 component camera is there, some sort of microcontroller is there, some sort of communication module. But here most of the CCTV they uses the wired communication module. These are one best example of the IoT technology, just sensing the data. Now, but later people are thought, can I CCTV to the smart CCTV? Right, obviously it is possible. Now, when I say smart CCTV, just CCTV job is to collect the video frames or collect the image frames, video frames. But after collecting the image frame, can I analyze? Is the person who is entering into my premises is an authorized person or unauthorized person? But how do I analyze? Using certain AI algorithm. Then later they interface that AI with IoT. Then they made CCTV to a smart CCTV. That's why nowadays most of the IoT prototypes are coming AI with IoT. That's why people are calling AI IoT, artificial Internet of Things. And as I mentioned, IoT is just generate the data, but process massive volume required AI algorithm. That's why I mentioned here AI used to analyze the make decision. Nowadays, we always look for AI-based IoT solutions only. These are general flow, the pipeline of the process, which steps are happening, which I mentioned in my previous slide also. As I mentioned, in India, just I brought this from the Google image. They just forecasted from 2019 to the 2030 how many IoT devices are going to be increased. That's why as number of devices are going to increase, number of applications are increasing. As number of applications are engineering, number of applications are increasing, the variety of engineers required to design or to look for all such kind of applications. As I mentioned, when I say IoT plus that's why when I say smart, is ability to take the decision based on the data and circumstances, whether you are going to be at the left side or you are going to be the right side. Okay, whether you are recognizing this person as an authorized person to enter my premises or you are recognizing this person as an unauthorized person to premises. But how we will take when you analyze it. Okay, that's why AI plays role to making the such great decisions. As I mentioned, okay, these both are going to be complementary. Why it is complementary? The IoT, why it is complementary each other? Now, IoT is a primary source. IoT is a primary source to generate the data. Once you generate the data, ML is a primary source to analyze it. To analyze it. ML required data, IoT is going to generate. But IoT generating the data, ML is going to analyze. That's why they are both. Without that, it will not work. That's why any machine learning algorithm required a data set. But if you develop a small IoT prototype at your end, you can, using IoT technology, you can generate the data, then apply any sort of machine learning algorithm so that it analyze you and give you exact what is happening. These I said goals of AI generally pursue something and learn from the pursued data, give necessary reasoning for it. Whereas IoT job is now you need some sort of solution. That solution should be autonomous. But if I want to do these 4 steps, these 3 steps I'm going to do so that you will be able to get the things. Just example you can see from here how AIoT works. See, this is a motor. Assume that it is a bearing. Okay. Every motor having a bearing. Just I developed a small IoT device to monitor the functionality of the bearing. Because nowadays you might have heard predictive maintenance. Very important in any industry, predictive maintenance, mechanical side. The, the technology behind the predictive maintenance is IoT plus AI things. So everywhere it is going to come up IoT plus AI in future. Now the IoT device just I deployed to monitor the bearing health because bearing is very important for motor functionality. Now, as you know that once the bearing is used for a couple of months or couple of years, it start functioning, it start decaying the functionality of that so that it gives sound. But if I go near to that motor, I can listen that sound, say that this motor is going to be damaged or it is under a damaged condition. But without moving to that particular without going to that particular location, how can I sense it? Or how can I predict it? Yes, this motor is going to damage after 10 days. So that if I know priorly, I can replace it so that my production is going to be continuous process. If I don't know, all of a sudden is a collapsed, what will happen? Your production is going to be stopped. Then you are going that now I deployed a sensor giving, suppose in this case, I need an acoustic sensor which capture the sound of the bearing. Now the acoustic sensor give the sound in the form of analog data because it is a continuous form, convert into a digital form, the plot that so that you will get means some sort of machine learning algorithm if apply. Okay, this is what is going to happen. Then I can say that 98% of time this is going to happen like this. Okay, this is the way it is going to be used. This anyway, I have explained you just now. Now, as I mentioned, the AI is having multiple application. Now, today focus on our FDP is on healthcare applications. Even not only healthcare, many other applications such as speech recognition, facial recognition, which I mentioned about the okay, smart CCTV. It is very well used. Even a lot of other autonomous driving, very important interesting application is in the country or in the nation is autonomous driving. Now, these all disruptive technology, IoT, AIoT, these all, it is a overlapping each other. The first is IoT, part of IoT is there. Then industrial IoT is a part of IoT because IoT is a broader umbrella. Then later what happened? They integrated AI with that. Then slowly AIoT, then industrial IoT, like this. Now currently we are in this particular intersection of that by adding the two technology IoT and AI. Now, as you know that if I want to design for any machine learning algorithm, most of the participants are faculty colleagues. They already know that how do we develop, but just for continuous explanation, I am just introducing. Now, whenever you want to design for any AIoT application, first you need to look what kind of specification of this particular application. Like I have given one example, monitor the pulse of the patient. Okay, now how do we capture it? Pulse of the patient means what? How many patients are going to happen? Then where do I need to fix the device? How frequently I need to collect the data? What is the sensor type? Is it is a power enabled or solar enabled or battery enabled like that? I am going to collect the basic requirement as part of the prototype development. Once you have a requirement, you can come up with some sort of design. Then that given to the some sort of industry to develop, yes, this type of device I want. Then from the device, we are going to be deploy it. Okay. Once you deploy it, you are going to collect the data and do some auditing, whether it is sensor functioning is happening properly or not. If it is happening properly, fine. If not, recycling it. This is going to be uh, done in a general manner. Now, when I interface with ML, as you know that you require model selection because if you want to do continuous monitoring and training, one sort of machine learning algorithm is used, or some other case, some other type of thing. Let's say model selection. Then you have a data anyway. Using that, you're going to generate the model. But if I want to deploy that model into my IoT device, you cannot directly deploy it because the model size is very large, but your device is small, is very tiny. But how do I deploy it? Only solution is you need to optimize it so that you can directly bring that particular device into bring that particular model into a device so that the where the data is generating that place itself you can generate the you can give input you can give input the generated data you can give input to the machine learning model and get the insight then and there itself. That's why nowadays you might have heard the edge AI solutions. This is a very important aspect which is happening. Okay, now wherever it is happening, it is going to be generated. Olden days they uses cloud based in the sense data is generating, it is transmitted over the internet to the cloud and happen machine learning model prediction, then decisions come back. This incurs a lot of delay. That's why people are nowadays working with the edge AI. But how it is possible when you optimize the model, so the model size is very low, I can deploy it into small tiny devices, because small tiny devices, the uh, physical requirements such as a size and as well as memory or power requirements are going to be very limited. So that you should optimize it. Once you have optimized deploy it, you're going to check whether the model is performing well. If model is performing well, fine. Otherwise, you are going to retrain the model and so on. These anyway, because most of them are aware about machine learning process. I should not discuss on this. Okay. These also, just now I have explained, you can look that, okay, why when you are doing a machine learning model, always you need not go for the deep learning approaches, because your sensor data is very familiar and your sensor data features are very known to you, so that you can come up with some standardized or redesigned machine learning algorithm so that you can use it. You need not go for the application which you are picking. Suppose you want to pick up a application which is related to a smart CCTV camera. That might not possible with help of machine learning. You require a DL. But when I want using a deep learning algorithm, but it required lot of training. But you check whether the required physical parameter available or not. If you want to make edge AI solutions, generally what happen for deep learning training or testing required lot of resources, memory, energy, and as well as computation, like and so on. That's why based on the particular application, you are going to look. Either you are going to be a single ML algorithms, you need to look that, or distributed ML algorithm. I hope you know nowadays your model is going to run in the multiple places. Okay, in a device one and device two, like that, many places it is going to run. That's why it is a call federative learning approach, which I mentioned here. Either you can go for federative learning approach, then only weights are going to be transferred to a central system. Now, these weights are going to be redistributed to the devices so that your model get updated frequently. As your model is going to be updated frequently, you need not having a training, because you are going to select the weights best among all the models, so that you are getting updated with a best machine learning model, so that you can have the appropriate decision. Even people are looking for transfer learning based machine learning approaches, because these all category of applications which meet the title called AIoT, because in healthcare, these all required, in the smart industry or smart living, everywhere it is required. Okay, these about machine learning point of view. Anyway, model deployment that you can do, model auditing. These I mentioned just now about federative learning based. Many IoT solutions or many researchers, those who published in a good avenues, they use a federative learning approaches. But advantage with the federative learning model, you need not train it centrally. You are going to train it distributed, first thing. The second important of federative learning approach, you are going to achieve the data privacy. That is a very important. In a traditional ML algorithm, what will happen? Whatever the IoT node sends the data, you need to push to the cloud. Now training is going to happen here. Then once the model is trained, the trained model is going to be deployed here into the IoT device. This is happening in general edge-based AI solutions. Or other way, just you push the data, your model is going to be trained and placed at the central location. Whatever the live data you are getting, that live data you are going to push it to your model, which is present at the cloud. Then it will analyze and give the decision back. Now, because of the first reason, the first way of execution of machine learning algorithm, your entire data, which is private to you, it is stored in the cloud. Suppose in future, if the cloud is compromised, what will happen? Your cloud is compromised, your private data is going to be public. that is going to be a secret, that is going to be a serious threat. That's why you might have seen nowadays are in a long back also. Now, whenever Aadhaar comes, your all private information is stored in Aadhaar database, like iris, fingerprint, etc., etc. That's why many people raised a concern that if my private information is leaked to someone, or give me a details, what kind of what kind of protection model you are using, so that my data is secure at your end. Like that, many queries raised, but they clarified that yes, your data is not going to be leaked because that is your private. But in this case, your IoT data, suppose healthcare application, your pulse information is stored into a cloud. As pulse information stored into the cloud, that is my private data, which is healthcare data. It need not known to third person. Got it? That because of federative learning approach, your data is not pushed to the cloud. Your model is trained at the distributed fashion at this node itself, so that only you are pushing the train weights. From the weights, you cannot infer anything. Just it is a kind of converting your private information data into some other form. Maybe very less possibility to interfere. That's why most of the researchers are trying to use federative learning approach. Now, second thing, your model, once it is trained, you have the global weights so that you can have the effective decisions. That is the second reason why people are moving to the federative learning based. Even nowadays, not only federative learning and machine learning, deep learning, even research related to IoT for any application is a tiny ML model. Okay, tiny machine learning. Why? As I mentioned in my previous slides, your IoT device, just like your simple 5 rupees coin or 10 rupees coin, or even little bit better, suppose small 3 centimeter cross 3 centimeter device. But this device obviously, as physically having the less size, then how do we deploy? Because it is going to generate the data. Now, whatever the data is generated, need to take appropriate decision. That is possible with only machine learning. But how can I deploy a tiny machine learning approaches for that? Okay, that's why even many, you can see here, the power requirement is just 1 megawatt MC with minimal power consumption. That's why tiny ML based solution is also happening. Just comparing where the technologies related to IoT, AI, as well as computation point of view here, the cloud-based, local cloud edge, fog edge, tiny ML, which is most of the solution now people are looking tiny ML based or mobile edge computing or edge based solutions, because cloud-based IoT solution also going to be updated, because every human want the insights very quickly. They are not interested to wait for a long time. Just you are continuously sensing pulse of my patient. But what is outcome? Just I am by single click I need when is pulse shooted up, when is pulse shooted down. That's why. This tiny ML, which was introduced in a 2019, just for understanding purpose I brought here. Right. The third important part is related to IoT in healthcare. Okay, how do we use it? Healthcare application, very important, yes or no? Now, how IoT devices? Everybody knows about smart fit belt or smart watch, smart fit tracker. Many such components are available with various companies. People are interested to buy also, especially old age patients, because the doctor might have suggested, okay, because you have so and so problem, the walk is mandatory. But the question, how many footsteps I have to do? Can you count, sit and count? That is next to impossible. This counting job, can it be done by some other device? Yes, of course it is possible using the same IoT technology, and it can give some sort of insights also. Today, okay, you have a footstep of this much, then this many kilocalories are burned. Now, if you continue like this for 10 days, then this many kilocalories going to be burned. Now here, to do this particular job, the very important two technology which I am discussing from starting of my presentation, both are required. Because in the food step means some sort of sensing is happening. The sensing is going to be captured by certain sensor. Okay, the food step doing is called physical parameter. That physical parameter is going to only captured by sensors. Like for example, you take eye is a one sense organ. It can capture whether light is on, light is off, or door is closed, door is off, open, because your sensor organ is going to do. Similarly, one sort of sensor called maybe a accelerometer sensor or a gyropope or magnetometer. You can purchase any this kind of sensor or combination of these three sensor. You can collect the data. Now your data having three different data: acceleration, velocity, and magnetic field of this. Now, whatever the data you collected, fine, it is going to be stored. But as just now said, I need some sort of analysis out of it. Either you can go for any classification algorithm, CNN, RNN, LSTM, GRU. Then finally, it is going to be recognized, yes, you're done walking. Or by seeing acceleration, you've fallen down. That the speed, the moment you're done, and angle which you twisted, and change of this thing, change of angle. It is going to be captured by using IMU sensor. The from the position at time t1, your position is this. At time t2, your position is this. Then how speed you are done captured, I can recognize it. Yes, you are fallen down, or you are in a walking, or you are in a sitting posture, or you are in a dancing posture. Like this. Posture estimation by using IoT device is going to be a very important application in the coming days. This is about motion sensing. Next one, the very important and interesting research is happening since 2023. This research even published in a top quality journals like IEEE Transaction. There is a called passive sensing. Now, it is little bit different from previous case. In the previous case, what you are doing, if I want to monitor the postures, whether sitting, walking, falling down, you need to keep some sort of device with you. Okay, maybe that device is one IoT device. You're going to keep this with you and analyze it. Fine, but without device, can I do that? That's why people are interesting way they found that is a called passive sensing. Suppose you are doing some kind of treadmill work. I want to measure your heartbeat. Currently, many devices are there, like many devices are there, but the devices obviously going to use a technology called IoT. But I don't want to fix any kind of a device with a person and monitor the his heartbeat level when he's doing treadmill. How do I do that? There's a passive sensing. Suppose, okay, this person standing here doing treadmill activity. Now just I kept one device here, which is transmitter. The job of transmitter just omit the Wi-Fi signal. Now I kept another device here, which is a receiver, transmitter and receiver. Whatever the Wi-Fi signal you omit, generally it is a broadcast in nature. Then it is going to be passed. It is going to be disseminated. Then this receiver is going to capture it. Means one kind of RF signal I am going to capture it. One kind of RF signal. From the signal, okay, any RF features. Just now you see here, RSSI, received signal strength, signal to noise ratio, AOA, TOF, like this. These are many characters, even phase of the signal, power of the signal, amplitude, frequency, like this. Every signal can be characterized with many parameters. Now, as Wi-Fi signal is a signal, it now receiver is going to capture the signal. Now from the signal data, I can get all this information, which I mentioned here. Now, this information, it is in the form of certain data. Okay, first, now the signal I am going to encode it. The first column will be RSSI. The second column will be SNR. Third column will be this. Fourth column will be like this. You have many features, information about that signal. Now, this signal, ideally, when I develop a data set, I'm going to physically collect the heartbeat level of the patient, and logically I'm going to collect the signals features. Then I'm going to build the data set. Yes, this type of signal characteristics is there. Is heartbeat level is this. This type of signal is heartbeat level is very high. Means certain value I am going to give and classify it. Okay, now I developed a model. Using this data set, I developed a model. For development of the model, they uses various machine learning technique, VAA, okay, CGAN, etc. Now your model is placed. Later, you need not bother. Just similar setup you can do. Certain transmitter omit the signal, certain receiver capture the signal, then captured signal feed it to the model. Model will directly give the output. Yes, your heartbeat level is so and so. These are called important application is a passive sensing. Is widely used in many other places, especially old age homes. The passive sensing devices is going to be very popular because sometimes using IoT device, I may capture the data, but that data is capturing your private information sometimes. Then private information is not relevant to me. It is not required for me. Why do I collect? Tomorrow, if I collect your private information, I am going to be in a deep trouble. Why should I do that? Got it. That's why uh, with this passive sensing, you are not going to do that. You're just collecting the signal parameters. Using signal parameter, you are going to analyze it. So that the passive sensing based AI and AI IoT solution is going to be more attractive in future, as is providing the privacy. Even many applications, vision sensor using sensor gums to organize, say to find out the sound, etc. Many things are going to be used as vision sensing. Even these all applications, these all sound is captured in the form of data. From uh, the data you are going to get the values. That collected values are going to feed it to any one of the machine learning model. You are going to get the data. That's why future, please remember, no doubt, because nowadays nobody is ready to buy a normal watch, analog watch, etc. The kids more demanding the smart watches. No doubt in future, most of the applications are going to come or keep track the IoT plus AI solution. That's why future healthcare is going to be IOMT, or I can give AIOMT, artificially Internet of artificially Internet of mobile health cares. Okay, many solutions are going to be come up using these things. Yes, as a part of my presentation, the third part is called what are the solutions we developed by using this healthcare and AI voting. Yes, people have maybe know the very important disease called anemia. Not all, few of them having this disease. The majorly when the people having these diseases, the hemoglobin level is going to be very poor due to various reasons, etc. Let's say they required continuous blood intake so that they can sustain their life. Okay, otherwise, as hemoglobin is going to be degraded, it have a lot of consequences. Then the question is, how do we detect the hemoglobin, or how can I calculate my hemoglobin using IoT technology? Yes, before proposing this solution, we surveyed many research techniques, and we found that the lot of devices are present. Example, now when you go to pathology lab, They take a sip of blood from your fingertip and give it to pathology equipment. And maybe after a couple of minutes or hours, they say that hemoglobin is 10 or 12 and so and so. But what is a major drawback of this? It is a standalone application. The two you need to go to pathology lab, and it is a invasive application. Some people fear to give the blood sip out. They're having some kind of problem, etc. Then why don't we develop a solution using IoT technology, just to capture an image and analyze your hemoglobin. Okay, now, but how do we capture the image? Do we need separate device? I say no, not required. Now, in every human being nowadays, most of the cases, they maintain a smartphone. Now, we thought, okay, smartphone based solution. This was developed in a collaboration with my other colleague and as part of one research project. Now, in this is a called smartphone based solution. What we analyzed there, just can I capture your eye image, eye conjunctiva portion? So that, okay, now your question, sir, what is the relation of this solution with IoT? Now I am using a smartphone. Like in my starting of the lecture, I said IoT device. Okay. Now, if I want to say IoT device, three important components are required. First one is the sensor. But in this solution, I am using a sensor as a camera sensor. The second important component is a called microcontroller. Yes, your mobile phone having some sort of circuit that will be treated as a microcontroller. Now, third important component I explained about communication module. Yes, your mobile phone having all kind of communication module like Wi-Fi, BLE, like etc. That's why our idea is, can we solve this problem in non-invasive manner using the availability of smartphone? Okay, you might not have smartphone. You can say that, sir, in rural village, how they get the smartphone? Fine. At least this solution can be deployed into the Asha worker at the Anganwadi. She can capture the eye image and tell you, yes, your so-and-so hemoglobin is and this date, same thing. Okay. Now, this is our IoT based solution. What we have done. Okay, this is a paper we have published. Okay, now what is our ultimate aim? Just you are going to capture the eye image, that too especially conjunctiva portion. And this application is a standalone application, does not require any internet, etc. Just capturing the eye image and analyze in the phone itself, extract this required portion. From the required portion, our algorithm is going to get RGB value, red, green, blue. Now, this what we did, we captured certain eye images. Parallelly, we captured the hemoglobin of them. Then we made a standard data set. From this standard data set, we made one empirical equation. That empirical equation in the form of computer vision algorithm, feed it to deployed over my mobile phone, analyzed and given you hemoglobin value this. We tested this solution and got accuracy nearly 98% and proved that yes, my solution captured hemoglobin value and your gold standard or your pathology lab calculated hemoglobin value almost all same. There is no difference in it. Not only that, in a smart healthcare application, even we have analyzed another important solution called sickle cell problem. This is also healthcare issue generally happen to the certain part of India. Okay, what we do now, can we, as of now, to identify the sickle cell? Okay, most of the cases they uses this type of strip based and uses some sort of microscope and analyze your sickle cell count. So that these also one kind of blood related issue uh, certain persons having that lead to a death also. Now, can we generally your blood cell in the oval kind of shape? Now, but what happened? The person having the sickle, your blood cell shape is only this much, not fully that. Now, can I replace the microscope with simple IoT-based solutions like we given here. Yes, it is possible. Now you capture this, but we need to attach some sort of lens to my camera. Now, because this resolution cannot be captured by your normal phone, we required some sort of lens. Then it is captured. Now I got the image of that, feed it to my computer vision algorithm, identify how much portion of sickle quantity is there in a gram of blood. Okay, this many sickle cells means it creates this problem. At least we are able to sell that your sickle cell quantity is more or less like that. This is also one sort of smart healthcare solution we have designed. Not only this, many are designed, but in the interest of time, just I have explained you two solutions. Yes, very good. Now, advantage with healthcare of IoT, no doubt it is going to be a real time. Like just now you see in my solution, you want to analyze it, what kind of hemoglobin level on the spot you get the value. Fine. And using IoT technology, I have not invested anything separately. I used a smartphone, which is a low cost. Low cost in the sense not additional device is required. Don't say that, sir, where you will get a smartphone less than 5,000. I'm not saying that. Yes, your smartphone cost is obviously more than 5,000 or sometimes even more, but I'm not using any additional device for this. And as well as your mobile phone is there, very easy to management. Not only mobile based solution, many IoT solution nowadays are coming, which is can be designed and developed using a very less cost and which is robust also and easy diagnose so that you can understand at your home itself what kind of problem is that. Then another important is that whatever like now you went to pathology lab and tested, they given in the form of hard copy, you may lost. You may have in WhatsApp message sometimes you lost. But these IoT devices, the very important concept, very important component I said, it is a called communication module. Okay. As you have a communication module, the communication module is going to push to the cloud or internet. Your data is going to be stored permanently into the cloud. Once the data is stored permanently into the cloud, as I mentioned, you can have anywhere, anytime data access. And as another important, it automatically pre-process it and give you some sort of insights very quickly. These are the advantage by using healthcare. But yes, IoT based healthcare application is going to be a very important as part of our life. Now, if I see other side of the coin, why your question, sir, why it is not applied, if it is so popular, why it is not applied everywhere? Yes, obvious. But there are certain technical challenges. That's why even AICT is insisting to conduct many IoT awareness, FDPs, etc., so that people can understand the IoT healthcare issues and really pay attention or show interest towards that and solve some sort of issues which is inclined to IoT healthcare or IoT industry or IoT smart living, like and so on. But what are the problems? The major issue is now you are completely relying on the sensor which gives the information. I said, no. But what will happen? This sensor over the period of time is going to be faulty. Then how do you solve? Will you believe the faulty sensor data? Based on that, can you come up with a conclusion that your pulse level is shooted up? Yes. We need to look if such kind of issues comes, how do we test the hardware reliability? Suppose sometimes now up to today, my pulse levels are okay. Then all of a sudden tomorrow onwards, the pulse levels are shooted up. Why? Because the sensor which is sensing, it is giving a wrong result. There is an issue with that also. Error data may come. Now another important which I mentioned, now suppose IoT device, job is to collect the data. Generally, when I say the data, you have a two sort of data. One is called public data about yourself and private data about yourself. But when I integrated sensors, it is going to be collect both kind of data. That's why your private data is going to be a serial security threat. That's why many researchers are working IoT security, IoT data security issues also. Then another important loss of connectivity, because your IoT device, most of the case are going to communicate using a wireless in nature. Defaultly, wireless data is uses air as a communication medium, and as well as it is a broadcast. Then lot of interference, etc., lot of data loss and connectivity issues is going to happen. But how do we solve? That's why now when you see Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, it has a limited range. Nowadays, you might have observed the very important communication technology they are going to develop is called LoRa. And even another communication technology, even for smart city, etc., they uses these two because it can communicate 5 kilometer range also, your data, smart city data. So that some sort of connectivity issues can be resolved. But in this also, you have the line of sight issues like and so on that many researchers are working towards that. That's why any disruptive technology will provide you a lot of opportunities so that you can develop a technologies, you can make some kind of development, and you can file certain patents so that tomorrow you can be one of the entrepreneur to solve one of the IoT issues, like and so on. And they just maybe for out of curiosity, I'm even still working on this. Just I am explaining you along with IoT, the because IoT solutions, okay, is going to be rely completely on AI. Now, when I say AI algorithm, now you are going to deploy some sort of model. Now, when you deploy model with IoT technology, we are calling as AIoT. Fine. But question is, doubt of integrity, is this model is performing well? Is this model giving right decision? Is really classifying it? I am saying no. That's why new research is also happening. That is called adversarial machine learning model. There is a possibility not only your sensors are compromised, there is a possibility your model is also compromised by attacker, because he do some sort of attack on the model so that instead of classifying A, he is doing classification of B. Instead of saying your pulse is in a moderate, he's always saying that because I'm sitting remotely, patient is in the hospital, but your sensor is sensing the correct value, but your model is compromised by attacker and giving the wrong pulse predictions. I am saying always high. As I am not seeing the patient directly, as pulse value is more, I am redirecting to the local attendee, please give the so and so injection. Then, but actually it is not essential, it is not required. Your sensor perfectly working fine, but your model is compromised. That's why now active research is happening since 3-4 years, adversarial machine learning model. That's why the last part of my talk is challenges and future direction. AIoT, no doubt, it is very important and it is going to be part of our life. But what could be the research challenges into AIoT? One is IoT point of view as well as AI point of view. In healthcare application or any other thing, the major problem is the sensors, devices also very important. And real-time data analysis is very important. Your device not able to sense because your devices are sensing in the location and processing at the cloud takes a lot of time. Not only that, tiny ML point of view, how people are can dig. And low computational decision methods, these also how do we develop that? And some sort of data compression methods so that your data need not transmit always over the internet so that usage of the bandwidth can be reduced. Use of unsupervised learning, etc. These all. Then another important is that now if I want to develop any machine learning model, data set creation. See, as you are very much interested, develop a small IoT prototype. Example like a smart living thing. Develop a small IoT device for a couple of months. You deploy it in your area, collect the data and made as a data set, publish into IEEE data port or some other venue. Because what I observed past couple of years of my research experience, whatever the data set present, that is all not Indian based. It is other countries, etc. The solution which I am trying to give to India based on the data set of other environment. So that when I try to bring the device and give in a real-time data, it is giving wrong decisions. Even the first interesting research contribution or research interested. Now, can you create certain data set and make it for public to the research? Now, as I mentioned, as your data is going to be uh, transmitted continuously, you are going to compress it. But when you compress it, you have a lossy compression or lossless compression. When you do, but when average, if I observe, there is a chance loss of data is going to be loss. How do we do that? That is very important. And another lightweight AI techniques, which I mentioned also, because you nowadays, most of the research happening in edge AI solution, which is for AIoT and any application, specifically if you say healthcare and smart city, these lightweight AI techniques means which require less computation, less memory, energy. That is also active research is happening. As I mentioned, models captures your private data, but how do we provide privacy? And models are under compromise. Just now I mentioned called adversarial attacks. How do we do that? And automatic network managements means your because ultimately in IoT device very important component called communication model. But how do we communicate to outside the world? The conclusion is edge computing or IoT based solution is going to be come up, no doubt in that. And these all technology is going to be very important aspect, but it is also in the fast development is happening, so that edge AI methods or AIoT methods are going to be play important role in future. That's why as you are attending this FDP, hope it is reached to your mind. Please invest your time to come up with a good AIoT solution which really useful for any person. Now take a message is IoT ML. Yes, required solution or IoT ML or AI required solution, but still had to come because a lot of research scope is there, which I mentioned some kind of research issues. Why had to come? What are the major reasons? The required hardware, it is under manufacturing. And required hardwares are not yet developed and designed because if I observe in IoT applications, each and every application having its own uh, physical parameter, physical constraint, etc. Suppose if I design IoT application for healthcare, it is not suitable for the smart living. Like that, one application required one sort of design and etc. Because generally hardware design will take a lot of time. That's why still yet to mature related to IoT hardware, but it is no doubt it is going to be come up with in very fast pace. Many ML algorithms are there. That is also very important. Some ML algorithm do specific job. Some people talk about reinforcement learning. Some people talk about federative learning. Some people talk about deep learning. But we need to know which context, what type of ML algorithm is suitable. How do we use it? Now, many players are there, but not clear who leads to play. That's why, because somebody is good in X application, Y application, but don't know who will take out. That's why it is a better way you people can work out on this type of emerging technologies, IoT, AI, which is having a strong application of healthcare and etc. So that my final conclusion is it is a time to do good R&D And these R&D not required any large expenses. That's why you need not pressurize your college management. I need these, etc. If you personally bear some decent amount of time, you can have a small setup and collect the data, apply some machine learning algorithm. If you feel some sort of innovation, you can go for even patent, or if not patented, this kind of device is already available. Now, what kind of observation you got that can be published as some kind of research paper, so that even that is also better profile for your college, and for you, it is both advantage. Now I'm stopping here. I have another 10 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes. I am open to all for ask the question. Stopping here. Thank you. This is my information. We do actively research in this. You can see my profile, and this is my personal website. More encouraged participant to send email rather than phone call, so that we are ready to answer any. Okay. I'm stopping here. Thank you. Anyone have any doubt so that I can answer? Madam, I am stopping from my side.
Okay, thank you, sir. If any participant having doubt, kindly raise your hand so we can unmute you. Sir, I have one question.
Please, madam.
Sir, you have explained about acoustic sensor. What is its specific application, sir? Where it is used when, especially with some machine, it is not working, or is there any other application for it?
Best example is you're using microphone. It is
Okay,
acoustic sensor, which capture the sound. Okay.
okay,
The best example, if I want to say that, now I want to capture, nowadays many applications came. Okay, now when you are breathing, I can sense your heartbeat, how much heartbeat you have.
okay,
There you can use lot of acoustic sensors and
okay,
many things. Suppose you can, it is very well proved in a many, even birds having lot of acoustic. So by seeing certain vibrations, they are going to fly immediately. So they have inbuilt acoustic manner. Similar manner, many applications. One is heartbeat related. You can do that. And second thing, if I want to identify, suppose whether the machine health is properly or not, I need to capture uh, the signal of the uh, mission health. I can use acoustic sensor. Many applications are available.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any participant, if you have doubt or any question, kindly raise your hand. Okay,
Dr.
okay.
Sridevi something.
Uh, Dr. Sridevi, ma'am, I have unmuted you, ma'am. Kindly ask.
Madam, your question is not audible.
Sridevi, ma'am, your question it is not audible.
Even another participant is there, France something. You can unmute him, madam.
Hello, sir. Voice
Yes,
is
you're
audible,
audible.
sir.
Please.
Sir,
Yes, your voice is.
one of the question we received in the chat box, the question is that
Okay.
what minimum cost required? Can it be patented? Which type of patent?
Agree, but that what happen when you are doing patent, we need to see what type of application you are designing, first thing. Second thing, when you want to do patent, suppose I want to develop a smart heartbeat device. Now you need to look that what type of smart heartbeat devices are available already. Now how you are going to be different from them. Okay, suppose if the smart heartbeat devices are not there, you design, then that can be directly patented. The cost is not your prerogative. Cost is botheration of the company who want to product it. But your job is to how innovatively you analyzed. Suppose right now smart heartbeat devices is like for example, I want to fix it here or somewhere, find out the heartbeat. Now you come up with innovation called wireless in nature. You need not fix. Just stand in front of my device. It gives the smart beat and leave. It's a contactless. That is innovation. If the contactless smart bit sensing is not there, definitely you can patent it. Product don't bother. Product is industry point of view. Cost you are not. Your idea is valuable that can be patented. Hope I have answered your question.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, another question we received from the participant side. Sir, the question
Please.
is that there is any possibility for getting the instrumental error while we are creating a Internet of Things devices?
Instrumental error means instrumental error. Yes, no problem. No, no, I understood. I saw a chart in that. Yes, there is a chance you will get error because your sensor, just whatever the sensor we are buying, suppose through Amazon or through some other public party. Okay, you may get sensor in a 50 rupees, same set of sensor in industry gate you will get in 1,000 rupees. Definitely there is a possibility, but whatever the sensor you are buying for 50 rupees or less than something, example I am taking, that is just prototype development. Yes, it is working or not, but that cannot be used in a real time usage because suppose you developed a smart heartbeat sensor, assume it is a no. But we need to look that heartbeat value should get properly. For that, you need to buy the standard smart heartbeat sensor, which not gives any error. Got it. For prototype, you can get small cost level. Okay. Right. Any other question from anyone?
Dear participants, is any other question related to today's session? If it is, kindly share in the question and answer session chat box window. So we will ask question to speaker, sir.
Okay. Even if they're unable to answer or ask the question, they can email me. I am ready to answer for that. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Dear
Thank you
participants,
very much.
if you have any questions, you will directly mail to sir, and sir is ready to answer your queries. And I request to all participants to on your camera for the first session photographs. I request to all participants kindly on switch on your cameras. So we will take a first session photographs.
I think you are muted, Javed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, participants, for switching on your cameras. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Vimi Pandey, Madam Co-Coordinator, for wind up this session one.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Venkana sir, for delivering an insightful and deeply informative session on AI and IoT for remote healthcare monitoring and its application in rural as well as urban areas during this Atal FDP. Your expertise, clarity of concepts, and real-world examples enriched the understanding of all participants. The session highlighted the immense potential of emerging technologies, IoT and AI, in transforming healthcare accessibility and healthcare healthcare, motion sensing, various types of sensors, and AI models used in healthcare. Sir, you have explained very nicely about all topics, especially how to calculate hemoglobin and sickle cell identification using gradient evaluation and how to resolve connectivity issues in communication. We sincerely appreciate your time, effort, and valuable contribution to this FDP. Your session has truly inspired our participants to explore innovative solutions in the field of AI and IoT in healthcare. Thank you so much once again, sir, for your
Thank you,
remarkable
madam.
guidance and support. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Javed, Professor
Thank
Javed.
you so much, sir. Thank you so much. A
Thank you.
very nice.
I'm leaving. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hello, my voice is audible to everyone.
Yes, sir. Javed sir,
Subramaniam sir, you are joined, sir. Dr. K. Subramaniam. Okay, so
Yes, sir. Good evening.
okay, thank you so much, sir, for your reply. Uh, sir, could you switch on your camera? Subramaniam, sir, I requesting you, could you switch on your camera? Okay, thank you so much, sir. Now it's visible. So it is my pleasure to introduce our resource person for today session 2, Dr. K. Subramaniam, currently serving as a technical manager at a Shanshun Technology Solution, Coimbatore. He being over a 14-year of rich experience across the industry as well as academia, including the role as technical leaders, system engineers, VLSI developer, and the assistant professor in reputed institute. Dr. K. Subramaniam holds a PhD in VLSI design from Bharatiya University and has contributed to research with a multiple UGC care journals as well as the Scopus Index publications. He has delivered more than 50 trainings across the India in areas such as the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, Raspberry Pi, MATLAB, VLSI, as well as the embedded system. His project work include Internet of Things based solution, LoRaWAN based street lighting system, and unmanned ground rover e-vehicles, showcasing his strong hands-on experience. We are delighted to welcome Dr. K. Subramaniam, and we look forward to going to gaining the valuable insights from his experience. Hand over to Subramaniam, sir. Request to you kindly start your session.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Good evening to all. I have to be presenting in wonderful occasion of this at FTP. The topic of AI IoT. for the smart industries. I'll share my screen.
Sir, your screen is not shared yet now. Now, sir, it's okay. Still, we are unable to see the PPT presentation, sir. Now, sir, it's okay, sir.
Right? It's visible.
Right now, sir, it is okay, sir.
Okay. So we know very well about the IoT because right now we are living and we are working and we are traveling with IoT in a day-to-day life. But how we are traveling, how we are commuting with the IoT and how we are utilizing that, how efficiently we are using the IoT technologies, because now we are included the AI technologies. So in the earlier decades, we used the old devices or IoT devices because we are knowingly and unknowingly we are used a lot of emails, message transmission. That is the simple IoT, right? So we are activating other device, we are communicating with the other device. So everything we are using, we are communicating, we are controlling the device using the internet. Through internet, we are controlling, we are communicating the device. After that, how it's revolutionized the AI. Because the AI included with the IoT, what kind of features it giving to the industry? That is one of the big questions. Because nowadays we are wherever you're looking, wherever you go, seeing there, we are using AI technology.
Sir, your
Because
slide is not moving. It
no,
is
yeah,
okay.
same slide only I'm using, sir.
Okay, sir.
So there, we should understand how the AI used in IoT. Because we know that the IoT simply we are sending the information and receiving the information and we are controlling the device and we are fetching the data from the device. We are transferring, we are viewing by using our handset device and mobile phone or platform IoT, everything there we are looking and we are monitoring. After that, what should we do with the AI? That is the one of the question mark we have to ask with the technology, because I want some statistical analysis. What are the things I have to do? What are the things happen? How it's happen? How it is reduced? So these are the things are major impact we are creating by using the AI technology in these smart industries. Right? So those things here we are going to discuss with typical industries, various domain of industries, how the IoT devices are using and how the AI is included. So those things here we can go into discuss. So this is agenda we are going to simple what is IoT and what is the smart city overview and architecture and applications. And a simple in India, what are the smart city they are announced, what is the fund they are organized, and what is the challenge of AI technology in the smart cities. So the simple we can, if we want to understand what is the IoT means, so the simple internet. That is a symbol of IoT. So without any human being or human interventions, we can able to send and control the devices through internet. It take smart decision while including the AI. Itself, it will be analyzed and it will automate itself. That is AI IoT, right? And this is a small smart city for the various industries. So simply we can understand in this image. So in there is a different industries we can connect for the automation, right? So if you go to this different industries, each industries have their own end nodes. End node means that is IoT devices. Those IoT devices, industry-wise, it will be differ. If you take agriculture, then we have to use the soil sensor, temperature sensor, and level of water sensor, and the NPK level sensor, and the irrigation monitoring and crop monitoring sensors, leaf moisture sensor. These are the sensors that we can use in the agriculture field. If you go with the healthcare industry, there we have to use the healthcare. Simply we can say the healthcare, but there is large vital we can be able to use. A person body temperature. And can use any a single sensor. There's a body of vital sensor we can use for healthcare, patient monitoring, and mining solutions, mining automation. There we can be able to use the single unique sensors. And car, we know that a battery car. If we are using the battery car or a fuel car, we can monitor a number of parameters, a number of automation systems in the car. There we're going to use a number of sensors. And further, if you go with the home automation. So in the home automations, we have automate home autonomously. We can control that. No need to go over a manual operation to open the door, control the switch, and the room automations, light on and off, AC on and off, fan on and off. No need to go for the manual operation. Just go and enter into the hall. It will be on. It will turn on your appliances. Simply, it will do. And another one is surveillances. So these surveillances we can use in our transport corporations. That is traffic light monitoring. For traffic violence, simply we can able to monitor. We can able to find out who violate the traffic rules. Right, because it will capture the human being or movement, a vehicle number plate, everything. Whether it is a license booked one or it is a theft vehicle, everything we can able to find out. And energy monitoring. For next one is energy. If you want to monitor your home automation home appliances, how much power it will consume, there you can use the energy monitoring sensors. And further building on automation. So these building automations, there is a variety of typical way we can be able to go with the shopping mall and HVAC system and apartment. So these are the building we can able to monitor. Then how we can see this is a smart city? Because if you're going to automate all the sectors, then it will be a smart city. So these are the industries. In the industry, we are using the different kind of the sensors, that is edge devices, and these edge devices will collect the physical information into the devices, and it will send to the next to the sector IoT gateway. So this is the one of the IoT gateway to collect the information from various kind of sensors. And after that, the gateway transfer to the cloud platform. right? So this is a simple architecture, but in this architecture, there is some kind of a protocol we can see. That is a wired protocol and wireless protocol. Protocol, most of the industries are not showing any interest to use that, because very rare case only we are using the wired protocol to transfer the data. But for the long distance transmission, we should go with wireless automation, wireless communication protocol. So that wireless communication protocol that we can use uh, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, UWB, and LoRa. Right. So this, if you are so these are the verticals we have to do. We have to ensure that everything is automated. So smart living infrastructure in the apartment, around complex, and smart mobility and transportations, and smart economy, and smart industry and protection, and smart energy, and smart environment, and smart healthcare, and smart governance. So we have to concentrate and we have to ensure those of the industries are smart. After that only we can go with smart city. If all the sector, all the industries are operated by smart, then the city is a smart city. Right? Here we can see one by one. Smart city is technology for efficient urban management and sustainability and citizen safety and enhanced quality of life. These are the major things. So urban management and citizen safety and quality of life. If you are sure about these three things, then we are living in the smart city. Because in the urban management, we have to nowadays we should consider about the time management. So if you think about the city, the time management is a very critical things. And the people safety and quality of living things. Right? So now we are going to ensure these things are how we are working with. So the major role of IoT in the smart city industries. So real-time monitoring. So one of the major important one, and data-driven governance and resource efficiency and services and sustainability. So the real-time monitoring is a very important one for all the industries, because if it is any emergency, it should send alert. In the early decades, we followed the delayed process only. All the information will get delayed. But now we are using immediate, we are working with immediate actions, because the IoT device sending immediate notification to the user. Right? So once we receive the immediate notification from these devices, we are reacting and we are taking action immediately. Right? And this is a simple architecture. So I told you in the first second slide. So the smart city, we are connecting in different industries, smart building, and smart building sensors, and smart industry, and smart health, smart home, and smart grid, and smart transportation. Right? So in this industry, we are connected a number of different sensors. So those sensors collected information transferred to the IoT gateway through the wireless protocol and wired protocol. most of the devices we are using wireless communication protocol, but very rare case we are using the wired protocol. Because in the building management and for the smart building, there we are using the wired protocol device that is we called BACnet, right? Building automation control network. So that will be connected through Ethernet. Connection that is the HVAC, AHU, air handling unit, right? So cooler unit. So the equipment we are connecting via Ethernet only. That is we call wired protocol communication. After that, we are transferring to communication to the cloud, right? So from here, so in this the Wi-Fi and Ethernet, the wireless communication or wired communication protocol, we are sending data to the cloud, and from the cloud we are using the our handset devices or platform to monitoring those data. And after that, we are giving analysis and analysis method to predict the data. If it is I mean, if the threshold high or low, if the temperature high or low, and if the heart rate high or low, below level or out, right? Whether the heater is turned on off. So those kind of the conditions based, that is threshold based, we are going to checking the device and we are going to automate. I mean, if we are giving the full control to take the action itself. So it will take the decision making itself. Once we feed the data, it will take all the automation itself and it will take the condition and it will control the devices. So these are the most of the connectivity technologies we are using the IoT technology, that is LoRa and 5G. Mostly we can for the customer we are suggesting 4G and Wi-Fi and BLE and UWB. For computing, we are using the hybrid cloud and edge technology for the data monitoring, right? For smart transportations. So in this smart transportation industry, we are going to ensure that traffic light control and smart parking sensors. So in the smart transportation, why should we concentrate on this? Why should we monitor these things means? If you want to transfer any goods or logistics wise, if you want to sending your goods to some other locations, we should monitor that. So where the goods are moving and how about the goods vehicle, whether the vehicle is moving right away, and even in the transportation, so vehicle health, tire pressure check, and inside the goods, whether it's a good or not. So the inside, if you're sending any cold things, means we have to check whether the things are good or not, whether the vehicle tilt or not. So everything we have to check it. So for that, we are deploying few sensors to monitor about the transport, right? After that, if you go with the traffic systems, so in the traffic system, we have to monitor the vehicle movements, all the vehicles. If any vehicles violate the traffic lights, traffic signals, we have to monitor. And whether the traffic signals is working fine or not. If any emergency accident happen in this roadside, we should give immediate information to the nearby hospital or nearby pickup ambulance, we should send the information. So first of all, if any accident made in the roadside, you send information to nearby hospital, police station, and ambulance service. So nowadays we are automating these things if any accident happen. So these are things that we are moving with smart transportations. Right. So for this, here we can use the LoRa technologies. So in the nowadays, we are most of the industries working on LoRa technology because it is a wireless communication device. Not only the wireless, it is a long range communication device. LoRa means long range communication device, communication technology. While using this, you can transfer your data over the long distance up to 10 kilometers if it is a line of sight. Line of sight means in between no other obstacles or a disturbance or a barrier. Nothing. It's an open area. If it is an open area, it will communicate your data up to 10 kilometers. There is no doubt about this. That's why in the industry, we are using LoRa technology. For urban area, if it is a no signal receiving area, means there we can use UWB and BLE device. Because in the transportation, I told you now, so there we are using the BLE device and UWB device to tracking the device, to tracking the vehicle, to tracking the people, right? So while tracking the transportations, whether it is tilt or not, whether it's made any accident or not, so we can able to monitor all these, all the vehicles in the right condition. Proper way or proper route, right? There we are checking the longitude and altitude. So these three factors are we are measuring while go with the tracker device, right? So easily we can able to navigate the geospatial navigation. We are connected with the device. How we are in this they are collecting information. So per day, how long it distance covered, and where we are transportation happen, and how long the distance, and what are the goods it carried out. So time management. So those things we can able to monitor, including the vehicle health condition checkup. If the vehicle is going to be what is if the vehicle tire pressure is very low means, or if the vehicle vibrations have very high means, it automatically intimate to the driver so about the vehicle conditions. So after that, he will rectify the problem. After that, he will drive to take the drive. So these are solutions we are giving. Of course, in the transportations and the car, we are using a lot of we are deploying a lot of the sensors, car, bus, bike. Everywhere we are deploying a lot of sensors to automate the vehicle, because we know that in the vehicle nowadays we are comes with autonomous car. Once you are feed your data, I mean a destination place, it automatically drive to your place, to the destination. It automatically drive to, right? And smart energy. So smart energy monitoring, smart energy industries. So those are the in many industries. So these are the major factor to monitor the power, because we know that. So in the simple device, so yeah, single in the industry, they want to consume a high calculate that, because sometimes the energy, sometimes we're going to utilize um, we can use the energy unwantedly, right? So unnecessarily, sometimes we can use some energy. So it maybe sometimes a power cut will, power failure, it will be happen, right? That time, how to identify, how to rectify that, how to automate the, how to switch on the other energy, so to activate another resource, right? So there we can use these energy monitoring solutions. There we're going to install a few energy meters, right? So in these energy meters, we are going to collect how much power day wise, hour wise, right? And we are going to collect the information. And after that, not only that data collection, also we can find out whenever the power fluctuation happening. So we will get information. Alert information will be received, right? So if there is 100 of energy meter deployed, means it will give the information where is the power fluctuation happen, and what is the location, and what is the data, what is the range of harmonics you have received. Everything will be sent by the notification, right? So if you want to monitor your battery backup, how much it is charged, because the smart energy we are also using in the e-vehicle systems. So there, if you are going with, so how much power you are consuming and how much uh, power you are using for the battery storage. So everything you are able to monitor, right? So this is a simple dashboard. Here I showing that. So after that, end of the session, I will show our platform, how we are using in the different industry. Right here, we can able to see the how much power we are consumed day by day, hour wise, day wise, month wise, right? And in the power energy monitoring, so how many devices are working or not working. So everything we can able to monitor. And if once you are consuming the power, you can able to compare it using the AI method. So in the last day and today, so how much power, that power deviation, how much you are consumed, whether today you consumed high or yesterday you consumed high, everything it will be give the smart analysis chart, right? And once you're while giving the analysis report, it always calculate our area price chart. So day wise, it will be calculated how much power you consumed, what is the cost of the consumption, right? So how we are calculating means there we are installing, we are deploying energy sensors, energy monitoring devices, right? And next one is smart waste industry. So the smart waste industries, and the smart industry, we have a number of what is circles. So in this circle wise, we are placing a number of dust or trash bins. So nowadays we are in the earlier decades we used manually go and pick up, manually we have to go and check and we have to replace the trash bins. But now not required, because it will intimate, it will send the notification to the nearby who collecting the trash bins. They can receive the information from the trash bin. Once it's filled, it will send the informations about the location and the area and what is the trash bin number. It will send the informations directly. The trash bin collector go to the place and they can replace. Because there we can give one of the trash bin sensors we are deploying on the trash bin. So on the top of side, once it reaches the level, it will send the information. Right? So this is the trash bin waste management systems. We are using the smart city. Right? Industry for waste management. So it will intimate trash bin number wise the level filling. You can see, so that has been 6. We are keeping somewhere on the door number 7 or ward number 6. It will show the what kind of the waste and what is the level filling. How much level is filled. So once it reached here, we can give the conditions the level filling up. Once it reached so they will get once they got the information, they will come and replace the trash bin. Right. So this is the one of the dashboard monitoring systems where they can monitor, and automatically it will send a everything we can itself automated. So there we can use the AI. Right. And smart water management. So in the cities, one of the big question is how to manage the water. Because everywhere we are wasting the water, even a hotel, hand wash, home, apartment. So there, how to control the water wastage. So here we have the solutions to integrate the smart water meter and water leak sensors, water level sensors. So those sensors give information wherever the water leak happen, or in the pipe or your floor level, or in the floor connections pipe, or in your home automation water pipe. There we can go install one of the sensors to detect the water leak and water flow level. If the water leak detected, it will give the information where the water leak happened. We can turn off the water flow on the pipe. Right? So here the way we can reduce the water waste. Because, and another one important thing is, so how much water per day you're consuming. So the apartment wise and floor wise, we can able to monitor. So these water flow sensors read the water consumption, right? So day wise, you can able to monitor. So if the day wise, while monitoring the day wise, if there is any deviations, simply we can identify there is some kind of the water leakage happening. And before the water leak sensors, you give the information to the user to solve the problem. So there is a water leak, you can solve this one. And one more thing is, in the pipe, if there is any water damage happen, means that is also we can able to find out, and it will give the information. Because if there is a water pipe, if any damage happen, means the flow will be high, right? So the water, because the daily utilization level will be increased in the few of minutes, means it automatically send information to the user. If there is a flow very high, right? And also you can find out. So apartment are home wise, we can able to monitor the level of water. Water we have filling that in our platform. Water tank. So what is the current level? Right. And a wrong water tank. So what is the current level? Here we are mentioned. If the level goes below conditions, it automatically water tank, and once it reaches the filling level, it automatically turn off the motor. So this is we are going to automate autonomously. There is no human being interventions. No need to turn off the motor the manually. Everything automatic. So in this flow plot means so just assuming that so we no need to go for a turn off the motor to do a particular flow. It everything automatic. It will happen. This empty means it will send the information to and it will reach the platform, and there we have the AI automations of a threshold. So if the floor number and the tank number, once the condition is satisfied, it automatically sends information to the particular motor, and the motor will this everything is automatic, right? So this is the right. So here we can able to see so total water storage and water consumption. So and active tanks, because some other tanks is not active. What is the meaning of active and non-active means? So they are not available right now in the apartment or home or in the industry. They are for a long vacation. They went for some other place means it will send active tank, because if there is no water flow, water utilization, and the particular tank means we will mention that is non-active tank, right? Because we know that if there is a daily water consumption means that is active tanks, and if there is no water utilization happen means that is non-active tanks. There are things we can do. We can able to make any analysis. And here we can see the consumption daily and hourly and weekly, monthly. So that and plant and fertigation monitoring and crop monitoring and remote level. So in the smart agriculture, what are the things we can able to monitor in the particular land? If you want to check with your land, there you can be able to monitor the land current temperature, what is the humidity, and what is the soil moisture, what is the EC level, right? And what is the NPK level, right? So this is the NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. This is thing in the land. Whatever the plant you are going to plant is in the land, you have to level, that is NPK level, you have to monitor. If the level is higher, low, accordingly send the information or notification to the user, then they can able to do further action to do the fertility actions. If the temperature high, means the land going to be dry immediately, or if the humidity is level high, means there is a moisture level. So that things only here I displaying, right? So the humidity level and the moisture level. Okay, if the temperature is high, the land is dry, right? So what would we do? So it send the information to the motor automatically. It will send the information to the motor, and it will turn on the motor. Then which land, which area the land is low, then it will send the information to the device of motor, and it will be turned on. And after that, it will turn on the particular valve, and it will pump the water. Right? And this is the one of the industry we are monitoring on the particular land. So plant A, that we are using the one of the sensors. So temperature, that is this is one of the temperature sensor. I will show that. Soil sensor. You can able to see. So this is the soil sensor. By using this soil sensor, we can able to monitor 7 parameters. That is a temperature, humidity, EC level, and nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium level, and moisture level. Right? So this single sensor, we can able to monitor the particular land status. Turn on and turn off the motor, the particular land level. And this is the fertigation monitoring level, right? So I told so if the temperatures are high, means the land will be dry, right? So if the land is dry, means it automatically send the information to the motor, right? Once the motor is turned on, it will send the information to turn on the valve to pump the water. If there is any problem, if there is any malfunctions occurred, means it automatically send the information to the user. So the valve is unable to open, the valve status now on or off. So the pump pressure is triggered or not. So everything will be informed to the user. So we can able to monitor the dashboard itself. And we can automate. See here the current status is flow, switch status is no flow, there is no flow, but at the same time valve status fault. Because the valve status is a fault, that's why there is no water flow. Easily we can identify. So the pump pressure switch is triggered, but no water flow because the valve status is fault. So the user can easily identify and they will take further actions. Right? And if there is if they are using any water, the level of water tank to pump the water, to turn on the motor. So everything we can able to monitor things. And if you turn on your pump, what is the outlet and inlet pressure? What is the level of things? So we can able to monitor here. Right? And smart healthcare for hospital patient monitoring, elder care monitoring, and mining solutions. There we are using the mining people while going with the mining operations. There also we have to monitor their people, what are the health conditions, whether there any air, what is the air quality conditions, everything we have to monitor. Then only they can work fine. So this is one of the healthcare system. We are working with a smart watch, right? So in the smart watch, we can able to monitor the person's what is the respiratory level and what is the temperature level, what is the ECG level, what is the heart rate, blood oxygen, right? And SOP and BPP level, everything we can able to monitor. And if you are using any patient monitoring, there we can be able to monitor what is the bed, whether they are on bed or not. They are means they are available on the bed. If they are not occupied, means they are not available on the bed and the particular room, particular hall. Right? And if there is any ICU room, means we can able to check whether the door is open or closed. Everything we can able to monitor in the smart health industries. If there are persons any emergency, means it will send alert information in the SOS. Right? And what is the room air quality? So if the air quality is high, then the patients never meet any dangerous level, or the breathing or conditions are smooth. We can able to find out. And this is the ICU ward. So in the ICU ward, they are using some operation theater or a surgical hall, means there we can able to monitor what is the level filling of their usage wastage level, right? So if the ICU ward is open or closed, right? So everything. So and here also we can able to segregate there what kind of a waste, the bio waste, recycle waste. So everything we can able to segregate by using the different kind of sensors, right? And this is the smart city missions where we announced the in our India 2015. So there are announced 100 cities to be form a smart city mission. They have done 7,504 projects, approximately 93% they have completed by 2025. And they have invested 1.5 lakh crore. So here I showing the two city only for our concern. So one is a Pune. So what is the before using the IoT devices? What is the level of traffic congestion? After using the IoT devices, what is the traffic violence? The range is very good manner they increase, right? So they have used the traffic light management system devices and street light controlling devices using the Wi-Fi and the parking management devices in the Pune. And this is another one, so Bhopal. So smart poles, adaptive lights, and waste management. So before IoT and after IoT, what is the level? Because here you can see the air quality improvement, because the PM particle molecules. So that here we can use a 1.0, 2.5, and 10. So what is the level? So in the earlier 2018, so the level is 140, but nowadays it reduced 85 something, right? And here also the energy consumption for the smart city of Bhopal, how much energy they consume, and nowadays how they are like, because their energy consumption high means some kind of the statement way they anonymously they can use it. But nowadays they are automated. If we time-based automation, you know that the street light, right? So once we reach the 6 p.m., it will turn on automatically. Once we reach the 6 a.m., it turn off automatically, right? So these are the automation they have applied in the Bhopal. And also they reduce the air quality, so up to this level. And what are the challenges for go with the smart cities, smart industries? The cyber security and data privacy and interoperability and cost and skill gaps. What is cyber security? Because here we're using third-party platform, right? So in the third-party platform, how can we believe that? Because the third-party platform sometimes they can have their if it is a confidential data, and there is a less hope of data privacy. Anyone can access our data. Anyone can able to access, because there we are using these one of the encrypted systems. But the data privacy is less hope. And the cost is very high while building the smart industries, because the sensors, devices, and data manipulations. While go with this kind of the things, the cost is very high. And skill. So skill gaps, what is the meaning of that? We should understand what is the current technology, what is the utilization of technologies, and what is the usage of technologies. Which one is better for our applications? Because blindly we should not choose any topology or communication protocols, wireless technologies. So wherever we have to apply, what are the applications we are going to choose, and which protocol, communication device, which technology is best for the applications. Because for the transportations, for urban area, we are going to for transportation. For transportation, we should not use the LoRa technology. We are unable to use the LoRa technology. So there we have to go with the BLE device, a beacon model, and UWB device. Because there we are collecting the urban area data, device data. If you are using the LoRaWAN technology, we should install the higher level of gateway, high number of gateway in all uh, uh, areas. That is each 10 kilometer, each 5 kilometer ones, 2 kilometer ones, we should install the gateway. This should happen. It would be a high cost. So that not possible. So application wise, we should choose the communication for data transmission, right? So here I'm going to show one of the protocols. See here. The facility management BMS, building automation system, one of the industries for monitoring the utility, for environmental monitoring. I will display. So what is the zone wise? Zone wise, what are the air quality? What is the PM level? What is the heart rate level? What is the air quality, methane and H2S, sulfuric acid level? We can able to monitor, right? And what is the gas level, LPG gas concentrations. So there we're going to install few sensors about the particular parameter. We want to concentrate, we want a CO2 level, there you can have to install CO2 sensor. We want to monitor the vibration, you have to install vibration sensor, temperature, humidity sensors. Right. So these are the things we will give a simple analysis about the smart industry, facility management industries. So there we can go, no need to go and ask any workers, laborers. Simply we go and look at the dashboard and it will give the information, the alerts, everything. Right? And see here I have getting the information and alerts. That is so this is the alerts. So here I getting the alerts for high, medium, low info. Right? If it is a high, means just I'm going to click the high and it will display what are the things are I getting the notification. So ambient temperature and humidity sensor. So what is that? AC is turned on. Simply it will give the information. We can understand. If it is turned off, it automatically sends the data here. And the alert information we can be able to receive here. So now the device is turned on. Right? And next one is asset tracking. So the logistic industries, so they have to monitor the assets, where it will be moving the vehicle and where it is, and what is the air index level of the vehicles, whether the vehicle driver on the seat or not, everything can able to monitor here. Right? So asset I am tracking here. So number of vehicles, active vehicle 1 or 2, and ideal vehicle. Simply we are static, there is no movement. That is ideal vehicle and critical alerts. There is a 2 vehicles, we have critical alerts. Right? So what is the truck? So the truck carrying the laptops. So what is the battery level of what is the truck? What is the inside and temperature and humidity of the truck? Right? And it will carry the generator. So what is the battery level, temperature, humidity? And the warehouse equipment. The truck carrying the warehouse equipment. Currently it's inactive. So if you see these 3 things, it will inform us whether 2 vehicles are active, but 1 vehicle is under maintenance. It means the vehicle meets some kind of the inconsistent difference in the while moving the vehicle. So it will under the maintenance. After that, it will go for active, right? And the service van and delivery truck. What is the speed of the truck? So simply we can able to monitor. So here we can give the threshold. If we have 50 kilometer or 60 kilometer means, it will give the information and alert information. And what is the fuel level, including the speedometer, odometer, and what is the trip distance. Everything you can able to monitor the tracking device, right? And what is the alert systems. So this is the way how we are using the AI IoT in the smart industries, because this is one of the logistic industries. We are using the tracking device to monitor about the various kind of vehicles and inside goods level, status of the goods level, everything we are monitoring it. So maintenance due to vehicle number 2 and tamper alert. Tamper alert asset device 2, right? And the asset inventory. So the vehicle wise we can able to monitor, and the device wise we can able to monitor. So I told you know, so asset device 1, 2, 3. So 2 device. So it give the information. So the device track 2 under the maintenance, and remaining 2 device with track are active. So this is the way we are able to monitor while accessing sensors. And another one is cold chain industries, because the one of the Zepto and Blinkit. So these are the places that we are using for cold chain. So there we can able to monitor. So these are the things. What is the room 1 temperature? Because there we are storing their things now. So there we can go with what is the temperature, room 2 temperature, room 3 temperature, and what is the room 1, 2 humidity level, what is the vibration of the level, everything we can able to monitor. I will show one of the real-time applications where we are using that. Zepto. So Zepto cold chain monitoring. So the Zepto cold chain monitoring, we can able to monitor. So here one of the project we are using for the cold chain in the Zepto industry, right? See, so what is the level of things? So here overview. So total stores 1,000 and monitoring devices, active alerts, and our health. And here you want to look up by city, just click it. So you can able to monitor. So what is the city and state of and what is the health score of the particular locations, and how many devices we are using, what is the alert level, and what is the action. If you want to see the action, if you click it, it will open the action level, right? And in particular city and particular location, what is your energy consumption? If you want to monitor, just click it, and you can able to monitor. So what is your 7 days energy consumption? What is the total cost you for the energy, right? And what is the today with yesterday consumption? So today how much you are consuming, and yesterday how much you are consumed. Everything we can able to monitor, and it will give the automatic report analysis, right? And projected monthly. So monthly how you are consuming your power cost, right? Here you can click it. So daily wise or monthly wise. So here I can able to monitor, right? And alert and maintenance. So the critical alerts, 11 we are received. And what is the critical alerts? So Andheri warehouse, and it gives the information. What is the store name, location name, what is the device, what is the alert. So everything will be inbuilt here. So if we give the device name, it will give cold room B, and it gives the information, what is the location, what is the power, and what is the details of alert, right? So this is the details we can able to see, and we can take further actions using the alerts. So this is the one of the cold chain industry, right? And if you go with the parking management industry, parking industries, right? So this we have deployed in the where Taj, right? So here we can see the overview of vehicles, number of vehicles, how much we are parked, right? So here you can see the total parking occupancy 120, and currently we are occupied 80. And what is the here also you can see the by type, by area. So by type means rented parking and public parking, dedicated parking. And by area means main hotel, north side and side area wise, you can able to monitor the parking sectors. Right. So this is the analysis according to the time. So hour wise, how much vehicle we are occupied, right? And this is the parking map where we are parked. So that things will be displayed, north side parking and east side parking. If you zoom this one, if you click it, you will get the information, right? So north side parking. So here you can click it, you will get the whether the if you click that, whether the particular locations whether it's occupied or not occupied. And what if it is occupied, what is the type of rented or not rented. So that things will be displayed, right? And east side parking, here also south corner parking. So the green color, we have the public place, and red color, that is the occupied but public. Anyone can able to park it, right? So this is one of the parking management. And another one is important one, vehicle management. So the vehicle management, what is the license plate, what is the name of the car. So if you click it, it will give you information about the particular vehicles. If it is a two-wheeler or car or four-wheeler, right? So what is the name of the vehicle owner, and what is the customer name, who parked, what is the charge of the parking level, right? So everything we can able to monitor simply. If it is any a damage or any crash on the car means, it automatically report in the report. It automatically send the information to the user, as well as we can able to see on the reports, right? Okay, or I will go with. Here you can search parked vehicle. So the parked vehicle and vehicle history and defect reports. Defect report means there is some kind of the problem occurred on the vehicle while parking or after parking. So we can click it, we can see the details, right? So six eight to 6.1. So we can, it will display the what is the problem: tire wear, vehicle defects, minor, and door damage, moderate. So it will display here, and further we can take actions and we can move it. And while entering the car number, it will give the full information about the car. Right. This is one of the parking industries. Parking management, we are using the smart cities. Right. Do you have any questions? Any doubts? Dear all, do you have any doubts?
Dear participants, if you have any queries, I request to you please post your queries in question and answer chat box.
Another one important one is next one is a manhole ductile, because in the smart city we have, there is a lot of under drainage systems, sewage systems, right? So there is a lot of open hole will be raised. So how to track this? How to overcome that kind of the problem? So someone falling on the hole, right? So here we have the one of the solutions we made in this industry. See, here we are using the 50 ductile sensors. So it will give you information. So the particular ductile sensors, so what is the temperature, humidity, whether the hole is the ductile cover is closed or open. If it is closed, no worries. And if you want to check it, you go and click it. It will send the information about the latitude and longitude. Because the most of the sometimes the happen the theft. The theft, if the theft happened, means the ductile will it is a steel, right? So it will take a 20 kg or of 30 kgs. So there someone they can theft and they can sell to someone, right? How to find out? How to overcome that kind of the problem? So there we can giving one kind of the tracker device, whether it is open or not, whether it's a tilt or not. If it is tilt means okay, fine, we can find out it is closed. If it's not tilt and if the dislocated means we can find out it is someone stolen. So simply we can able to identify. That's why here we have used one of the tracking method and the manhole ductile. So if you click it, it automatically direct to your place. So now the ductile available on this place, right? So we can easily find out if the location mislocated. We can easily find out the ductile was theft, stolen, somebody. So here we have deployed the 50 sensors to monitor that manhole ductile, right? So see here, so the manhole ductile is open on the MGUS 013 device. It will say it send the information to us. So the cover stat is open. So if you want to see where it is the location is, you can click it. It directly send to your. See, it is located in the ocean. Simply we can identify. Yes, it is in the ocean. Somebody throw it. They are stolen and they was throw it. It may be a steel or it is sensors. Simply we can able to identify. Right? So the 50 sensor summarize also we can able to receive here. This is one kind of the sewage manhole ductile. And another one is in the smart city, there is a n number of houses. Already we have a digital meter, power meter for monitoring, EB meter, right? But how to monitor all the because the homemade people want to monitor their power utilization. There we go with energy monitoring devices. So in the smart city, each house we are deploying one of the energy devices to monitor their house. So here we deploy 100 devices. So the 100 device total city power consumption and what is the so total load and average power factor and what is the voltage level. And see each house wise we can able to monitor what is the power, what is the power utilization, what is the factor, what is the current, what is the voltage level. Everything we can able to monitor. Right? Simply we can click, we can able to monitor what is the level of flow and what is the power factor utilization. If there is a power factor very low means we can identify if there is some kind of the voltage fluctuations happen. Current fluctuation will happen. So the voltage flow is not correct because we should have 230 voltage, 190 to 230. If it is less level, means the power factor should not be reached. So we can easily find out where is the problem. So here we deployed 100 sensors to monitor the 100 house for one of the city, right? So we can able to monitor what is the power factor of that particular city for the 100 house. And one more thing is smart building. So the smart building we are using in this smart industries mall, shopping mall, how many people are entering and how many people are active, inactive, or how many male, female, child. So those things we can able to monitor. Because if you go with the smart industry, there we have to monitor the washroom. So that whether it is clean or unclean, everything we can able to monitor by using one of the water sensors, HDS sensors, right? So this is what of the sample I'm showing for you. So for the cloud rate and occupancy status currently, and what is the hall temperature and the crowd. So those things we can able to monitor in the building wise, right? One more industry is for mining industry. So the mining industry, we should know that. So under the ground now, so there is the temperature should be high, right? So the temperature and other abnormal air indexes must be high. So that they how to monitor, how to protect the workers means laborers. Here we have to deploy a few of the sensors and we are monitoring their health conditions, right? So here is the what is the ground vibration level. While using the seismic sensor, we can able to monitor the vibration level because sometimes the earth obviously the soil erosion, everything will be happen. So there's things we have to monitor to protect the laborers. So this is the few device sensors we are using to monitor these mining industries. And what is the gas level of under the ground? So what is the H2S level, CO level, and what is the individual pressures, right? So we can able to monitor that. One, what is the air qualities under the mining project, mining industries? We have to go with the correlate what is the air quality index, right? So these are the factors. So if there is any abnormal conditions happen, it directly send the information to the user and higher authorities to take the further actions. Right? Simply we can able to monitor that. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me. And these are the recent trends we are working with. So AI, IoT, digital twins, and 5G network, blockchain, and AI, GAI. So we know that what is the digital twin, right? So if the digital twin means simply we can understand in the smart industries, completely we go with the full setup, right? So wherever we are deployed the sensors, we can able to see and monitor the digital twin by using the digital twin. Here, one of the digital twin technology we have used to monitor the industries. So this is the sample locations I am showing for you. So this map, right? So this design is a digital twin technology wise we have designed this one. So you can see if I am going to click this one, it will show the what is the sensors I have used and what is the parameter, what is the temperature about the industries, right? And what is the final analysis, how much power I am consuming. And this is the zone one bottom. This is the complete industry using the digital twin we made. So zone one, what is the status of parameter, temperature, humidity, room wise, zone wise, we can able to monitor energy consumption. And here the top, in the industry of top floor, and zone 2 level and zone 3 level. So if you see, so the complete industry of level, we can able to monitor using the digital twin. So if you click it, it will open the device status, right? So finally, we have come to the conclusions. So smart city build your smart nations. This is one of the, because wherever we are using smart sensors, there we can go with smart actions, right? So the IoT enables smarter and sustainable urban living. So if you have any questions, please raise. And this is my contact details. Further, if you need any workshops or online FDP, so kindly you can contact through this number.
Dear participants, if you have any question, please feel free to ask the question. Manikandan sir, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hi, sir. May I?
Hello.
So may I?
Please, sir, please. You will ask, sir.
Sir, so it was a great
Yes.
session, sir, and I really want to get an one knowledge about so this for sure it will be starting a point, sir. So being a faculty, I very curious to know how it has happened in what was the first point that it all started because all we are talking about lot of automation in medical and with the new technology with the smart devices. That's all very cool, sir. Being a mechanical engineer, and I have a lot of students who is really interested on IoT, particularly in medical devices and the technology, something like this, sir. So what will be your first point to make sure to learn or maybe any place to learn such a things in a quicker and easier way to learn, sir?
Correct. Actually, to learn want to learn about the IoT and AI, a simple way, we have to understand the concept, what we have to do the first things. So what are the things we have to communicate? What are the things we have to monitor? What are the things we have to control? Those things we have to ensure before we design that. And for learning, so here the learning part is very simple way because for the if you don't know the programs, not a it doesn't matter because so the everything will be available in the online. right? So as you said, you are the mechanical stream, right? So the mechanical stream, they know about the only mostly the machine wise. So once they may know about the machine automations, they want to integrate the program level. So nowadays it's ready-made available for the automated devices. Just you can connect, you can power on the devices. It automatically on and off everything, right? And here, one thing you have to ensure. So if you want to control or if you want to monitor, there you have to choose the better platform. Is it works?
Dear participants, if you have any queries, feel free ask the query. Is any more questions? Is any more questions? Okay, thank you so much, Subramaniam sir. So thank you very much for this wonderful session. This is very informative session, sir, on a AI Internet of Things smart industries during our online Atal FTP session 2. Your deep inputs into the industrial Internet of Things application, artificial intelligence driven automation for the smart energy, for smart water management system, for smart agriculture, followed by the case studies of Pune and Bhopal, as well as the real-time applications for the vehicle management and the wireless Internet of Things parking management. These all are the very excellent projects, sir. And the smart manufacturing providing the very valuable for the participants. The clarity of your explanation and the practical perspective you have shared very greatly, enhanced our understanding and knowledge as well in the for the smart industry ecosystem. We sincerely appreciate your time, efforts, and the valuable contribution for this Atal FDP. Your session has truly motivated to participants and enhance the knowledge to explore the innovative possibilities and the research in the field of artificial intelligence as well as the Internet of Things for the industrial transform. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, when do we get the attendance link?
Madam, attendance link is already shared in the group.
In the WhatsApp group?
Yes, madam, WhatsApp group.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So we can leave now?
Yes, madam, you can leave, madam.
Okay.
Dear participants, attendance link is already shared in the group as well as in the question and answer session chat box. You will mark your attendance positively without fail. I request to all participants, you mark your attendance without fail. The 80% attendance is required for the certificate.
बोल दूं
Attendance link is already shared in the group, as well as the question answer box, chat box. Once you find the link in the question answer chat box for the attendance link is already shared in the group as well. Dear participants, the attendance link is already shared in the group, as well as the question answer chat box. You will mark attendance without fail. 80% attendance is mandatory to get certificates from the AICT Atal portal.
Sir, is the attendance link same as the feedback link, which is shared in the group? Because I couldn't see any one in the chat box in the Microsoft Teams.
Hello? Hello? Yes?
Sir, is the attendance link same as the feedback link which is shared in the group?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Same.
Okay, okay, sir. Because there's no some different as attendance. So the feedback, that's the one, right?
Right, madam. This is the
Thank you.
session one attendance link, and daily we will share the attendance link
So it
as
has
well as
two
the feedback.
actually. That feedback link, there's no separate attendance. We have only one link.
Yes, madam.
which is, I think it is attendance and feedback both, right?
Both, madam, both attendance and
Okay,
feedback,
okay.
both.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you,
madam.
sir.
Thank you so much, madam. Now, dear participants, thank you so much for attending this day one session of Atal FDP. And now we are leaving. So thank you so much.